All right, everyone. I don't have anything from the top, so
Really?
Matt,
You don't have anything at the top?
I have
Well, there's a
calling
lot
on you
going
counts
on.
as something. So
Well, yeah, not much. All right.
it's your assessment,
I
not
have
mine. I don't share
several,
that
I have
assessment.
several brief ones in alphabetical order, and my colleagues should feel free to interrupt if they have anything on these. My alphabetical order are Haiti, Houthis, and Gaza.
Okay.
Starting with Haiti, what is the situation with Prime Minister Henry? There's a report that you guys want him out. Is that correct? I understand that your ambassador to the UN spoke to this earlier, but wondering what you have to say about it.
So let me start by just saying, generally, the United States has long worked with CARICOM and Haitian leaders on the path to restoring democratic order in Haiti through free and fair elections, inclusive governance, and power sharing, which will give them the opportunity to democratically elect a prime minister. And as the situation on the ground grows increasingly dire, we in CARICOM have continued to call on stakeholders, including the prime minister, to make concessions in the interest of the Haitian people. So we are not calling on him or pushing for him to resign, but we are urging him to expedite the transition to an empowered and inclusive governance structure that will move with urgency to help the country prepare for a multinational security support mission to address the security situation and pave the way for free and fair elections.
Okay, so what's your understanding of where he is now and his efforts to get back to the country?
So I will let him speak to his travel plans and his location.
All right, well, look, the U.S. has a long and very difficult history with Haiti. And going back long before you or I were born, decades and decades and decades. But also in my time at the State Department, I was there when you guys organized the quote-unquote evacuation of Prime Minister. So how far are you guys prepared to go in pushing or telling Prime Minister Henry that he needs to either start the transition or get out of the way so that the transition can start?
So we are going to continue to work with CARICOM, because I think it's important to make clear that it's not the United States acting alone in this with this regard. It's the United States in consultation with partners in the region are having these conversations. And what we are saying to the Prime Minister is that he needs to expedite the transition to an empowered and inclusive governance, including the appointment of a transition council. So that's what we'll continue to discuss with him.
If anyone else has anything on Haiti,
Could I ask a couple
Yeah.
things? I know you're not confirming his whereabouts, but is he welcome in the United States? I mean, can Prime Minister Henry stay in the United States, in U.S. territory?
I'm just not going to speak to his travel plans at all. I think it's appropriate for him to
Sure.
make those announcements.
And also, I mean, could you flesh it out a little bit more to a new governance structure? Is there something concrete that's in mind? I mean, there's obviously ideas from CARICOM and elsewhere, but is there sort of a concrete plan, or is this more just generally speaking that something needs to change?
I don't want to speak to it in detail from here, because it's something we're in conversation with partners in the region about at this time. But we have always been clear that there needs to be a transition to free and fair elections in Haiti, and we have been clear that we need to see the deployment of a multinational security support mission to address the dire security situation on the ground. So we are continuing to work through both of those things. We are making progress on deploying the MSS. We want to see that happen as soon as possible, and we are also in as I said, in conversation with partners in the region about how to transition back to the path to democracy.
And just one more, the new governance structure, is that, and the elections, I mean, the call for elections, do those go in tandem? Is there an idea that you need to have elections of this new governance structure, or is there an idea that there needs to be something that changes right now before?
I just don't want to get into details, but of course we are looking to get to back on the path to elections in the country as well as to security.
Okay.
No more on Haiti. I just want to go to the Houthis. And
Houthis.
you've seen that there's been, CENTCOM has put out a statement about fatalities. These are apparently the first fatalities in it. Do you have anything to say about
So
this incident?
I think that it was sadly inevitable. The Houthis have continued to launch these reckless attacks with no regard for the well-being of innocent civilians who are transiting through the Red Sea, and now they have unfortunately and tragically killed innocent civilians. And so the United States will continue to hold the Houthis accountable for their attacks, which have not just disrupted international commerce, not just disrupted the freedom of navigation in international waters, and not just endangered seafarers, but now tragically killed a number of them. So we will continue to hold them accountable, and we call on governments around the world to do the same. Anything else?
Go.